Alrighty, everybody, welcome to another episode of 20 to Midnight, the D&D game where three heroes have to race against the clock if they want to save the world. My name is Gabriel Urbina.
And my name is Beth. I'm playing Helena Hailstorm, a human fighter from the Veldrin Empire, and I'm coming to you from London town.
And I am Emma Sherr-Ziarko. I'm playing Cal, a tiefling sorcerer from Bas Saranath, where we are now. And I am coming to you from the land of enchantment, Santa Fe, New Mexico.
And my name is Mike Schubert. I play Satus and Kurtum, who is a human bard from Kel Moltrin, and I'm coming to you from New York City.
Emma, if we had to call Bas Saranath the land of something, what would the official country slogan be?
Bas Saranath, the land of opportunism?
The land of pay me my money.
Yeah. The land of... that sort of reminds me. I kind of feel like Bas Saranath is more like Las Vegas or something than it is like, or just like the landscape is more like Nevada than it is New Mexico. So
yeah, no, I don't think that there's a lot of overlap with New Mexico.
No. When we enter a magical, enchanted realm, then that will be like New Mexico. But yeah,
look for our Feywild arc coming soon.
Yes, coming soon.
Disclaimer: not necessarily coming soon.
Yeah, brought to you by New Mexico, the state.
Indeed.
I like how we're all just like a little nervous.
You guys nervous? What?
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm very, very excited about what's going on.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That may be like the most passive aggressive you've ever been to me, Beth. Oh my god. I see that we have finally hit the point where like the D&D game is about to ruin a real life friendship.
Oh no!
Catan style.
Oh jeez.
No, so previously on 20 to Midnight, our heroes have decided that enough is enough and that they are going to break into the warehouse that is controlled by House Selig, the house that is allied with the Solanese Navy, which stole their dragons, in order to save their dragons, having picked up on some hints that their dragons might be held here. You recruited Sonia, the acrobat from the circus, to come along with you, and she was helpful in breaking into the building and sort of getting past the first line of defenses, and then you kind of arrived in the back of the warehouse. There was kind of this building within a building that led to an underground compound. You had a fight with two guards, one of whom you let go after he gave you some, in retrospect, fairly dubious advice. And the other one you executed mercilessly, in spite of the fact that he had a beloved partner, girlfriend, wife, unclear, somewhere.
To be fair, we didn't know that before we brutally murdered.
Well, you didn't stop to ask, Emma. You did. You swung swords first and asked questions later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You then used the mangled, beheaded corpse as a literal meat shield as you walked down a hallway. It did not actually do a lot to save you from the traps within said hallway. But eventually you were able to get out of that cunningly laid trap and find the actual path forward into sort of a sub-level of this basement, which was pretty fucking creepy. It had kind of like what we might call sort of like restraining tables around this pool. There was this wall on the far side that had two mirrors with a door between the mirrors. There were cells. In the cell, there was kind of this slightly deranged halfling man. And then basically weird shit started to happen. It was almost like some kind of unseen attacker was knocking you guys about. It injured Sonia. It held Satus's head in the brine pool where there were mind flayer tadpoles, and one of them almost managed to crawl its way into Satus's head. Helena decided to roll the dice, literally, on opening the jail cell and freeing the halfling, who promptly attacked her and took a bite out of her shoulder. And that's basically where we are. We kind of ran out of time mid-combat. So we're going to just hop on in, I think.
Yeah.
And see what we're doing. And Helena, you're up first. You are on the ground with the ranged halfling on top of you.
Brilliant. In that case, I would like to use all my strength to flip that dynamic so that I am on top of him and then slash my icebreaker sword at his face so that it doesn't bite me again.
I like this. I like this a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Well, let's start with just a strength contest to see if you're able to turn the pin maneuver around.
Okay, great.
So just roll me a strength check.
17.
Yeah, you four. This may be a kind
He's
of
only a halfling.
strange feral creature, but it is a halfling, and you are Helena fucking Hailstorm, so you are able to kind of just like whoomp and just like pin him to the ground. One, like, you know, your forearm at his throat as you bring your sword down. Roll me an attack roll with advantage, please.
Awesome. Okay, that's a non-natural 20.
Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
Roll me
Cool.
damage.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. We get 17 points of slashing damage, and I think 1d6 of cold
That
damage.
indeed you do, yes.
Cool.
Right.
And then how much is the cold damage, sorry?
1d6.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll me a d6.
Oh, I roll it.
Yes.
I roll it. Okay, awesome. 4.
Excellent. What happens is pretty horrifying, I think.
Oh dear.
Because you know, I think just instinctively, you probably don't even have an angle to hit with your sword. You kind of just almost hit with the pommel, hit with the handle, just because you kind of don't have quite an arc to flip the sword around, so you just kind of swipe. And a moment later, there's kind of a clacking sound as the halfling's jaw, which completely detached from its face, just hit the ground. But instead of blood, what falls from the halfling's face are 4 tentacles, almost as though there had been an entirely different creature within the halfling that was using the halfling's body as a disguise, or perhaps as a gestating pool. And you now sort of see as the halfling's eyes are almost taking on this yellowish hue, and the skin is starting to look more and more stretched now that some of the interior creature has been exposed. Turning our attention to the other side of the room. Cal, do me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, good. Ooh, not terrible. 14?
With a 14, you're able to jump out of the way because there's just enough of a rumble as one of these restraining tables is picked off the ground and hurled at you. You're able to jump out of the way, and it clatters and just falls apart as it impacts against the wall. But you jump clear out of the way, you suffer no damage.
Great. Love it.
Satus, you're up. You have just been pulled up from the briny pool. You still have your head is still wet. You just had a very close encounter with these tadpole creatures within the silver basin. What do you want to do?
Do I have any sense of the evil force, the area that it's in, or because my head was dunked, am I looking around and all, and I can't really figure out who I'm fighting?
I think that it would take your action this turn being a investigation check for you to kind of get your bearings on that.
Cool. Then maybe since I can't attack at this time, maybe I'll just go and heal. How are you doing health wise over there, Cal?
And Mike, 1 second. You
Hey.
have healing word, right?
As a spell?
Yeah. Or do you have?
Oh,
cure
I
wounds?
have cure wounds,
Okay.
so I'd have to run over and
Never
touch.
mind. Yeah, so you would need to run over and touch Cal. All right, never mind.
Which I would be okay trying with, depending on Cal's health status.
I'm roughly, I would say 28 out of 38.
Okay.
And
okay. Then
if we had to put a number to it.
I think I'm okay. Yeah, if
Cool.
I had to put a numerical value on
I'm in a
my
little bit of a worse spot. So I think what I would like to do, if I can, Gabriel, if I can investigate and also use Cure Wounds to heal myself, if I have to choose,
I will let you do that if you take disadvantage on the investigation check. Just because half your mind is kind of concentrating on the words, and with half of it you're kind of looking around.
Sweet. Okay. So yeah, then first let me heal myself, which is 2d8 plus 5, which I just got a 16 total, 5 plus 6 plus 5. So that should be good for healing. Yeah, that brings me to 44 out of 45. Cool.
Hey.
And then, I'll do an investigation check with disadvantage. So that is that. That disadvantage made it way worse. That's a 6.
It's very strange. You're kind of what is this thing? It seems to be able to jump around the room very quickly. It doesn't. You're kind of trying to see if you can see any footprints or any indentations on where it is, any sort of environmental reactions to it, and there's nothing of the source. You kind of can't quite place it.
Got it. Cool.
Cal, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to try something that I'm not sure is going to work, but I would like to try to cast poison spray at the fishbowl. You tell me if I can do that.
I mean,
at the water.
You can do it. What effect it would have? Let me look at my old friend the PHP.
Okay.
To determine that. But can you do it? Hell yeah, you can do it.
All right.
I'm not gonna stop you. You extend your hands towards a creature. I mean,
if I need to choose, I can direct it at one of the tadpoles.
Here's the problem, Emma. It specifies that it's a noxious gas, and they are underwater.
Yeah.
So I
was just wondering if it's any kind of particular kind of water that might respond to noxious gas.
I'm gonna say that probably not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how about shocking grasp though?
That seems more promising to me.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's try that. I'll just go and try to touch the surface of the water and cast shocking grasp on it.
All right, now we're cooking something here.
Now we're cooking.
Now we're having ourselves
Super
a
effective.
shrimp barbecue.
yeah.
Yay.
Hopefully we are cooking something here. Okay, so that's gonna be 21.
Yeah, Emma, I don't think that this is the kind of thing where you even need to roll me anything. I think that this is you go put your hand over this water, deliver this, a bolt of lightning falls into your hand from your hand into the water, and the pool crackles and turns and bubbles for a couple of seconds, and then a moment later, as you remove your hand, it's still, and then a bunch of dead tadpoles kind of float up to the surface.
Whoa. Well done.
Nice. Very smart. Very smart.
Thank you. All right.
One down.
One down. Maybe. Kind of, sort of. One
at least the risk,
down.
the risk is mitigated.
Yeah. Okay. And I don't think I can really do anything else.
Alrighty. That's your turn?
Yeah. That's my turn.
Okay. Beth, it is your... Oh, no, excuse me. It is the turn of the halfling, or the soon-to-be ex-halfling. I'm guessing that a 22 hits you?
More. A 22 would hit, yeah.
Okay. So... One moment. So this thing's tentacles reach up, and as they smack onto the sides of your face, you feel this strange shattering notion inside your brain, almost similar to kind of what you feel when Admiral Razak sort of digs around in your mind. But if that is just kind of somebody discreetly opening a drawer and rifling through the possessions. This is the equivalent of somebody taking the drawer and smashing it on the floor. And you take 19 points of psychic damage.
Whoa. Okay, then.
You also now have this creature's tentacles clamped around your head.
Ugh.
It is now your turn.
I want to get it off.
Yeah, I think that's a fair desire.
So is it standing on the floor?
Oh no, I'm so sorry, Beth. Excuse me. Roll me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh dear.
Okie dokie.
This is getting very bad indeed. That's a 16.
All right. You are fine. You retain your sense of self. You retain your sense of awareness.
Oh, goodness. Okay. I need to get it off me. So,
If you want to make, it would be an escape check, which I think is a dexterity check, to see if you can squirm away from this thing.
let's see if I can squirm away from this thing.
Or you can try hitting it. Hitting it is also probably an option.
I'm gonna try and squirm away from it. And, get it off onto the floor. Let's see how that goes.
All right.
That's an 8.
You sort of try to squirm away, try to kind of pry the tentacles off. It just kind of clamps harder, and the creature's head rises a little bit, and they now wrap all the way around your head. One wraps itself around your neck.
Okay, I feel that maybe once per short rest I can use a bonus action. I would like to try and use my dagger to sort of cut that off from there.
Okay. Roll me an attack roll then.
Okay. That's an 18 plus 7.
Yeah, that'll do.
Good, because I would really like this off. Good.
Roll me damage on that.
That might not be quite so good. Okay, so that is 6.
Yeah, with a 6, you feel the tentacle around your neck grow limp as you sort of sever it from the creature itself. The other ones are still there. You've only partly solved the problem, but you definitely did some damage as you hear the creature screech in pain, its voice no longer anything even remotely humanoid. Okay. Cal, you are feeling quite pleased with yourself as you look over the barbecue situation that you have done to these tadpoles. And you hear a slight crunching sound. Quick perception check, please.
That's a natural 20.
Let's go.
Yay!
Yes.
With that, you realize that the basin is cracking at the bottom as it is about to rush up and smack you in the face, which gives you a dexterity saving throw, not with disadvantage.
Okay. Ooh. 21.
Once again, you're able to roll out of the way as this thing just rises and smashes into the ceiling above you, and then a moment later falls down into the ground. Satus, it's your turn.
Okay. Now that I've had a round to see what's going on, does Satus have a better sense of what we're up against, or would I still need some sort of check to try and
I think that it would still require an investigation check. You would now I would say that if you've been sort of consciously studying everything, I could now have you do investigation with advantage.
Would I at the very least be able, with something like Thunderwave that has a big area of attack, do I at least know because of things that are getting thrown around, could I aim it in that area and be close enough, or should I still check?
You could do the Thunder Wave, and you could sort of position it where sort of you last saw the objects move. you're kind of in a tight space, so a 30-foot cube, it might be hard to not get Cal, or Helena's kind of on the other side of the room fighting her own spin-off battle. But it might be hard not to snag Cal if you're putting it like exactly where the thing moved.
Okay. It is only a 15-foot cube if that changes
Oh,
anything.
really?
Yeah. If it's still a risk, then I might just, to help out Helena, I might just turn and try to crossbow that guy from a distance.
Oh, sure.
Just to try and get him off of her.
Yeah, and I think that it would make sense that he's pinned down and he's grabbing onto Helena, so that's not a moving target. I think that you could do that with advantage.
Cool. Then yeah, let's go for a good old crossbow attack there. So that is that's that, and then that is okay. So that would be a 10 for hit DC.
Alas, it goes just a little wide and sails past the thing's head.
Dang.
Worth a shot. Literally.
Yeah.
Cal, it's your turn.
Okay. I think I would like to cast Bane on this creature.
Which creature?
The tentacly
The halfling?
former halfling.
All right.
Yeah, former
okay.
halfling.
I was like, on the invisible forest monster?
No, I don't think I can do that, but I'd like to cast Bane on him.
Cool.
So that's a charisma saving throw.
Well, Emma, let me tell you, if there's something that this crumbling, half-emerged monstrosity has, it's charisma.
He's the
Everything has charisma coming out of every tentacle.
Yeah.
More than Jeff, would you say?
That's a big 8.
Big 8, that will not do. So every time he makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, which is up to a minute, he must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll or saving throw.
All right, very good. Well, this is opportune because it's now this creature's turn, unless you have anything else you want to do, Cal.
The only thing I want to do, which doesn't really affect anybody, is I can, as a bonus action, I can use one of my sorcery points to gain a spell slot back. I'm going to do that because I've used up my 2nd level spell slots.
Very good. Very good.
That's it.
All right. Helena, you feel as the creature's tentacles try to kind of tighten their grip around you. Oh boy, that is a 12 to hit. What's your armor class?
15.
All right. You, however, are able to kind of repel it a little bit. You're not quite free of it, but like it doesn't quite find the purchase that it's looking for to tighten its stranglehold around you.
Yes.
And it's
That's
now
great.
your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay. I would like to get it off, but I would like to maybe use a different tactic, like perhaps using all my strength and athleticism to try and throw it, and maybe, I don't know, is there a wall nearby? Can I dash it against the wall without dashing my head against the wall? That sounds good.
I think that you could do, I think that we could call that an unarmed attack. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry. I gave you a magic ice sword. It's not my fault if you're like, I don't want to use the magic ice sword.
I just feel like I might behead myself with it having
This is a
affected my
valid
brain.
concern.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Okay, let's try that then. It's gonna be great.
All right.
That is a 16 plus 7.
Great. Roll me damage, please.
That presumably will be...
It should say. One moment.
On my little screen for D&D Beyond, it said 5.
It is just 5. Yes, it is just a straight 5.
I think it's just straight up 5.
Yep.
There's no rolling.
Nope.
No.
No rolling, no nothing.
Never
Yep.
done.
You impact this thing against the wall and just sort of like push it up against it with as much force as you can muster. You see it as it again screeches in pain. Whew. But those tentacles are still holding strong. You're still stuck there. Or it's
Okay,
still sort of like clamped onto you.
So I get 2 attacks. Is that That was one
That's
so
one.
far. Okay, I think we'll try the dagger again then. See if we can leave the last of this guy off. Okay, so that is... that is 15.
Yeah, 15 hits.
Okay, and again that is a 6.
All right. You sort of... 2 tentacles are now gone. A second one drops down to the floor, still sort of slightly wriggling. There's now only 2 left around your head, but you're sort of starting to see the strength and the, like, sort of vicious feral vitality leaving this creature's eyes. It seems that you have done quite a bit of damage to it.
Hooray.
Hooray.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cal, I need a quick strength saving throw, please.
Oh dear. Okay.
Oh.
16?
One moment. That's a good question.
16.
Yeah, 16 is a good question.
16 is a great
16?
I
question.
just realized that I did not immediately have the answer in my head. No. With a 16, as you feel a force begin to pick you up, you try to sort of anchor yourself as best as possible, but you find no purchase, and you are, the way that the bassinet was slammed up against the ceiling, now you are slammed up against the ceiling, just whoomp, and then released, and you drop down to the floor. Taking just a moment. Taking 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
14. Okay. I have a question.
Yes.
Can I cast Hellish Rebuke on this creature that ostensibly just did this to me?
I don't think so, but let me
I have
check.
to be able to see them. It's because it says you point your finger and the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish
Doesn't say
flames.
where you point your finger.
Yeah,
I just
where?
pointed.
I'm going to say that I feel that it is strongly implied
Yeah.
that it is you point your
Okay.
creature at the thing that just did the thing,
Yeah.
which
Okay.
you cannot
All right.
currently do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fine.
But Satus, it's now your turn.
All right. Since Helena just took a little bit of damage and I'm still confused about what to attack, and I didn't do good at crossbowing, I would love to run over to Cal and try to do some healing, cure wounding action.
Very good.
But it is touch, so I got to get my way over there.
Yeah, I think that you can easily do that within this turn.
Cool. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to cast it first level, so it's not going to be a huge amount, but at least something. And then I'll just... Where's my D8? I want to use my physical die.
Ooh.
There you are. All right, so 1d8 plus 5. That is a 1. Oh, man, that's only 6 points of
Hey.
healing.
It counts. It helps. Every bit helps.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, Cal, it's now your turn.
Okay.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Like, I feel that you might be beginning to sort of put together something here.
Okay, so that's a 14 plus 2 for 16.
I think with a 16, you can put this together.
Okay.
You are almost certainly being subjected to the effects of a telekinesis spell, which lets a creature move objects or things that they can see without necessarily having to be next to them, which makes you realize that you may in fact be facing a creature that is not in this room with you.
I have a question then on my next turn come around,
Very
if
good.
Cal relays this information to us publicly.
Yeah, I think real quick I would say, I don't think they're in here. Or something like that. And
I think Satus would say, well, that is reassuring.
yeah.
I think Helena, surrounded by tentacles, would be like, no.
Anybody want calamari? Yeah.
Yes, please.
Well, speaking of, let's see, because I'm not sure what I can do. I'm not sure what I can do that would do anything about the...
Satus would say, I might be able to do something about the magic situation if you want to help Helena right now.
Yeah, I think I do. I do. I would like to cast Firebolt at the... Speaking of calamari, we're going to have a little...
Fried calamari.
Surf and turf. Okay.
It is on me.
Yeah.
Yes. But I think I can hurl it just at the creature.
Yeah,
I
like
bet
as
you
long as you're
can.
not like
I bet-
aiming
Yeah.
for the tentacles or something like that. Like if you're aiming
No,
at like
I'm
the
gonna
halfling's
aim-
torso,
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
aim at
that
the
we
torso.
need to worry too much about.
It's going to taste great.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so that's 15
Yeah,
to
15
hit. 8
hits.
plus 7. Okay, great. And then 2d10. So that's a that's a 9 and a 4, so that's 13 damage. 13.
So Helena, from your perspective, you're struggling with this thing, trying to get its tentacles off of you, and then there is this burst of heat from the thing, a small, just like burst of fire, a screech, and then the tentacles around your head go limp as the creature
Wow.
dies.
Whoa, Cal! That's amazing.
Who's hungry?
Yes?
It in no way smells appetizing.
Yeah.
I want to be
Just kidding.
extremely clear.
Just kidding. I might go throw up.
Anything else you want to do, Cal?
I think that's it for this turn.
Alrighty.
Because that's it.
The halfling, half aberration corpse smolders a little bit for its turn, and now we're back to top of the order with Helena.
So it's dead.
The halfling creature is dead for sure.
Okay.
Incredible. So we're back to not knowing how to attack the thing.
Yeah.
I think I might heal myself for not knowing what quite else to do.
Not a bad strategy.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, let's go with that. Once per short rest, 1d10 plus 7. Okay. 9.
All right.
Great. Yeah.
And so right now, Helena, you are towards the cells in the back, the furthest away from around the middle of the room where Cal and Satus are, and then sort of on the other side of it is the wall that has the two mirrors with the door between them. The door which you last time checked and was locked. Do you want to at all move closer? Do you want to stay where you are? What are you thinking?
I think I'd like to at least be nearer to where my buddies are.
All right. So you kind of move towards the middle of the room. All right. Very good.
Yeah.
Cal, I need another strength check, please.
Come on, Cal.
9.
Again, you try to brace, and once again, whoomp,
Ugh.
and then let go, and you smack back down.
Ow.
You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Are you doing?
Not great.
No.
But I can do some cure woundsing on myself this turn if
Cool. Yeah. Hopefully I can step in real clutch here.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Satus, it is your turn.
Yes. So because Cal let us know that there's some sort of spell going on from a distance, I would love to cast Dispel Magic, where I can choose a creature, object, or magical effect within range, and then potentially get it yoinked out of here.
Gabriel. That sounds pretty cool to me, but let me take a look at
It
something.
sure does.
Yeah, it says
sounds amazing.
any spell of 3rd level
Yeah,
or
I'm
lower
gonna need
ends.
I'm gonna need you to make a spell casting ability check, Mike.
Okay, yeah. It says for a spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Yeah.
So is that just like what's my spellcasting ability?
So if you go
Probably
to your if you go to your
Charisma?
no, if you go to your character sheet and you go to spells,
Oh, yeah. There's
you'll
spell
see
attack.
spell attack, spell save DC, and spell modifier. So just like
Yes.
whatever you roll plus your modifier.
Okay, so my modifier is +5. So then I'll roll a d20. That would be 8. So that's not good.
So again, whatever is happening here doesn't seem to have any visible or perceivable effects, so you're not immediately sure. But you kind of, for lack of a better term, you kind of don't feel it click. Like you sort of don't, like you've cast the spell before and you kind of know like that slight satisfying pushback that you get when the spell does dispel whatever was happening. You kind of don't feel it this time around.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay. It's a
No,
great thought. Great
Absolutely
thought.
doing great. Better than my thoughts.
Cal, what do you want to do?
I think I gotta heal myself a little bit. So I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level. So that's 3d8 plus 4. Okay, so that's 9. So 11. So that's 15.
Cool.
I'm healed for. Okay. And I don't think there's much else I can do unless I assume I can't do any kind of like investigation on this.
I think at a disadvantage again. Like I'll offer you the same deal that I offered to Mike earlier.
Okay.
Of kind of, if you're half paying attention to the magic spell and half investigating, you're not doing the most thorough job in the world.
Okay. I can live with that. I just want to see if there's anything in the room that can tell us what's going on. Okay. Yeah, that's a 5 plus 2, 7.
With a 7, you're kind of like right now. Like this room is rapidly like we're coming to a point where everything in this room is going to be in ruins. There's still that door. There's still those mirrors that have some slight warping to them of some kind. But beyond that, I don't think that you get anything out of that check. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Helena, what do you want to do?
I don't know. Back where I started before I let the creature out.
Let's smash the mirrors.
Yeah?
I don't know.
It may come to that.
Yeah.
I think maybe I would like to investigate the mirror door situation.
Okay. How would you like to investigate it?
Correctly.
Oh, well, in that case, roll me with super advantage. Roll me 3 d20s.
Well, this is the
You've
trouble.
said the
It's
magic
Helena,
words.
isn't it? She's gonna look at it, see if there's anything funny, but we kind of already did that. Maybe I will start investigating it with my sword.
You want to just take your sword and just like smash one of the mirrors?
I guess no, not yet.
Okay.
I would like to kind of tap it to see if it's hollow, to see if there's like a whole load of space behind that, and then smash it.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't actually know what the answer to that might be. Okay, well, let's start by having you do a perception check.
So we're just gonna go really badly anyway. So quite moot. Okay, let's do that. Okay, that's a 13.
And now an intelligence check, please. Because I think that
Okay.
you're asking for something quite subtle.
Good. Always good. Always good. Always good. Okay, that's a 2.
Well, it feels like a mirror when you tap it. Like, your hand doesn't go through it, or it's not sort of like the mirror from the Matrix that comes to life and goo starts eating your hand. Does it feel hollow? Does it feel like there's things behind it? You're honestly not sure, because soon as you start to do that... Well, actually, no, hang on a second. Anything else for your turn? You're inconclusive, I think, are the results of your investigation. Anything else you want to do for your turn?
No.
Okay, well, Beth, I need a strength check as the force begins to pull your sword away from your hand.
What?
That's bad.
That's really bad. Okay.
Don't want that.
Okay, so that is a 17.
17 total?
Yeah.
Cal, I need a dexterity saving throw as Helena's sword is flung at you.
What?
Torpedo style. It is ripped out of Helena's hand and just flung straight at you.
Okay, that's a 17 plus 2 for 19.
You leap out of the way. Helena's sword clangs as it impales into the stone wall behind you. A small ring of frost forming around it on the wall as it impacts.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Satus, it's your turn.
I think just because I'm still worried about Cal, and now even more things are happening to Cal, I want to do another Cure Wounds on Cal.
It's almost like killing the young,
it's just
the tadpoles of this thing have consequences.
This thing seems to really hate Cal, so I'm going to do a first level Cure Wounds again, which is 1d8 plus 5. That's a little bit better. That's going to be 9 points of healing.
Oh, nice. Thank you so much.
No problem. Happy to help.
Rockin' and rolling.
I think
Rockin'
Satus would say
and
something
rollin'.
against like, clearly someone doesn't like you here. We have to keep you safe.
Yeah. Thanks, Dad. I mean,
Do you want to give Cal inspiration? Do you still have inspiration to give?
Yeah, I would actually love that. And I think I have quite a few to go around. Yes, I do. So let me give some bardic inspiration of just like, whatever gets thrown your way next, Cal. I believe in your ability. You've fended it off thus far. Let's keep that streak alive.
thanks.
And now
Thanks,
you have a
Satus.
D8 at your disposal.
All right, sweet. Okay. Cool.
All right, Cal, it's your turn now that you have that sweet D8.
Okay.
Let's figure out what the hell is happening.
Yeah.
or
I
run
think
away.
I'm gonna Would it be an action to try to pull Helena's sword out of the wall?
I think
that would be
yeah.
okay. So I'm just gonna leave it there for now.
Like if it was just like
I'm gonna let
lying
you-
on
yeah.
the floor and you could pick it up, I think that would be a bonus action. But you would kind of need
But
to
this
probably
is-
like put your shoulders into it to pry it
Yeah.
out of the wall.
Okay, so I would like to join Helena over at the mirrors
Mm-hmm.
and see if I can figure anything out. Maybe just put my hand on the mirror and like knock it and see if I can figure out anything.
Yeah, I think same deal as Beth. Give me a perception
Okay.
check followed by an intelligence check.
Okay. Okay, well, the perception was 7.
Uh-huh.
Intelligence? Ooh, intelligence is pretty good. 19. So I don't notice anything, but I'm quite smart.
Yeah, I think that then it's kind of it's kind of one of these things where like you don't see anything, but kind of by process of elimination and everything else that has happened, all of a sudden it dawns on you of this is probably not a mirror. It's probably
Yeah.
a one-way mirror. It's probably from the other side a window, which
Yeah.
lets someone or something see into the room that you're currently in.
Got it. I will relay this information.
So it is a window with people looking in.
I think so. It's
Yeah.
like an interrogation room.
Like thinking like
So we should-
thinking like police films where it's like
Yeah,
you know,
one-way
like the
mirror.
They're one-way mirrors exactly.
yeah,
So we should smash into it.
I think so.
I think a smash approach is good.
Cal,
Yeah.
you don't have anything else to do. It's now Helena's turn.
I need my sword. I have to go
Yeah.
get my sword.
yeah, yeah.
Like somebody
Yeah.
blowing a croquet ball around the room. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
that's a
gotta
good
go get
idea.
my sword before someone throws it at Cal again.
Roll me a strength check with advantage, Helena.
Thank you very much. Okay, I get 17 plus 4.
You angrily stomp over to the other side of the room and with a single unbroken motion, pull your sword out of the wall.
Excellent.
And as you begin to tromp back towards the windows, or towards the mirrors, I need a strength check, another strength check from you, Helena.
Just a strength check.
Just a strength check. Oh dear.
Oh no.
It's an 18 plus 4. You try and take my sword.
This time it doesn't try to take your sword. This time it is you that is picked up and rushed forward and just smashed into Cal. Well, actually, that's the attempt. Cal, roll me a dexterity saving check.
Okay.
Stop trying to kill Cal.
15?
I think with the 15, you're just able to clear out of the way.
Whoa!
And instead, Helena, you sail past Cal and smack into the wall, taking just 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Okay.
But the good news is that you are left standing right up close to that mirror.
Great. So I can try and smash it.
Yeah, that seems on the table.
There, let's do that with the sword.
Roll
With
me an
the-
attack roll.
Just stop trying to kill us. Yeah. Okay, so that's an 18 plus 9.
Yeah, okay. You bring your sword down, and in one motion, there's this, like, just shattering sound as this mirror breaks. And instantly, you see, beyond it, another room. A room in which there is a table laid out with some alchemical supplies. A couple of notes are pinned up to the wall. There is another one of those tables to which is strapped a gnome with a black pointy beard. But the immediate thing that strikes you is the creature that is revealed the moment that the mirror shatters. A 6-foot tall creature with bulbous purple skin and long tentacles that flow from the bottom of its face downwards, wearing black clothes with just the insignia of the Solanese Navy woven into one corner of their left breast. Hands with 3 long-nailed claws on each of them, staring at you with yellow eyes full of malice, as the creature that you've been fighting is finally revealed. Oh, it is now Satus's turn.
Okay.
I think I gave you a bonus turn, Helena, but that's okay.
Oh, I deserved it.
That's all right.
We
yeah.
can.
You did deserve it.
Satus is able to see this guy as well.
Yeah, you all are.
All right, cool. Then in that case, since we can see it, I would like to utilize True Strike, which is a cantrip where I can point my finger at a target, and my magic grants me brief insight into his defenses, and on my next turn, I get advantage on my first attack roll against it.
And it's not like you just get this. There's no saving throw, no nothing, right?
No, just as you point a finger at a target in range, and you get it. It's concentration up to 1 round.
Yeah, so again, you sort of, I think you've used this in the past, and like I always like to think of it as like, kind of in like martial arts shows where all of a sudden it's like the X-ray vision, and it's like, aha, they are putting all their weight on their left foot. If you strike there, you know, it'll throw them off balance. With this, I think that you sort of see that it has kind of a very thin, spindly frame, which probably means that it is supporting itself largely through its psionic powers, and therefore you should sort of focus any blows around the head, as that will be sort of the thing that fucks with it the most, the quickest.
Cool. Satus will turn to the team and go, aim for the head, folks. Feels like the approach quite bulbous. Let's get at it.
Awesome.
Cal, what do you want to do?
Okay. I think I would like to. What would I like to do? I'd like to throw some magic missiles
Yeah.
at this guy's head. Well, and what the heck? Let's start with just level 1. So that's 3 darts that do 1d4 plus 1. So
You extend your hands and darts flow out of them, rushing towards the creature. And just as they're about to impact, it turns its head, puts up a hand, and the shield spell appears, blocking the magic missiles.
Son of a bitch. Okay. Well. Heck.
Anything else, Emma?
I don't think I can. I don't think there's anything else I can do.
Well, Beth, it's now your turn again.
Is it?
Your one
Amazing.
turn per round. I want to be clear.
Yeah.
It was my mistake before.
I do get 2 attacks, but probably
Yes.
not 2 of everything. Now,
Fighters scale
let me-
fast, man.
Yeah.
let me just run this past
She
you.
deserves it.
I do. I feel like I still have a lance from that whole dinosaur race business.
Keep talking. I'm not saying
And
no
I
yet.
I think it would be quite fun to try and throw it at this thing's head, lance shield notwithstanding.
That does sound fun.
Yeah.
All right. Roll me an attack with that lance.
Brilliant. Okay.
And 1 second.
Wow.
Looking.
It's on my sheet. I can see it.
Yeah, no, all right. Yeah.
I get a natural 20 apparently plus 7.
Oh, dear. Okay, so roll me a
Lance.
lot of damage. Roll me
Yes.
Lance,
all the
Lance,
damage
Lance.
dice doubled.
I get to double this?
I.e., like if you were
1d12
going to
plus-
roll 1 dice, roll 2.
I rolled 2 d12s and then plus 4. Okay, great.
Yeah,
8.
2d12 plus 4.
Great. Okay, so it's not enormous. That's 11 plus 4, 15.
Okay, great.
Pretty good.
Still, you throw this thing, your lance at this thing, it staggers backwards just a little bit, making the lance impalative upon its shoulder rather than its head, but it still sort of like sets off another one of those screeches.
So just as a D&D question, the shield spell, was that like his turn kind of
That was
thing?
his reaction.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he has a reaction. Will he also have a turn
Yes.
though? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for example, like the
Okay.
way
And shield works only once, right?
Yes.
It's not like there's a shield up.
No.
a magical shield up.
It is basically he can try to block one attack. But
One attack per like the whole encounter, or like one per turn.
Basically it is a spell slot that he has.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And it is kind of a like you can use the shield spell if you haven't used your reaction in that round to like put your AC up for in
Gotcha.
response to one attack. Like if you're kind of being like, oh shit, this sword is gonna hit
Yeah.
me. Shield quickly. And that is also like I think the only thing in D&D that can stop a magic missile from hitting.
Cool. Okay.
But like Emma was saying, it's now gone. Like it's not like there's other spells that are
Yeah.
just like I now have magic armor on for the next 15 hours. Shield
Right,
is just
cool.
basically like for that one split
time.
second, there was some extra energy stopping you from hitting me.
Cool.
Cool. So another thing you can presumably only use once is a lance because it's thrown now.
Yeah, now that's
So
gone.
For
Yeah.
the second attack, I'm going to get my crossbow out and aiming at the head again.
Uh-huh.
The now slightly moved head. We have 12 plus 4 is 16 for hit.
Yo.
Yeah, 16 will hit.
Let's go.
Nice,
Cool.
nice.
And damage is not enormous, being 6.
Okay. That is extremely good.
For who?
For you, I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Yeah. Well done.
He's going to be hopping mad.
Alrighty. So Helena and Cal, if I'm understanding this, you were both kind of clumped pretty close together around the broken mirror, while Satus, you're further back, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I need Helena and Cal to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm keeping my safe distance.
Yeah. Smart.
I don't like the mirror.
No. 5.
16.
So you see as the creature raises its hands and does a series of arcane gestures, and a little bit of electricity begins to crackle between them And then as it extends its hand out, a lightning bolt shoots out and weaves its way towards the two of you. Helena, you see it just a split second before Cal does, and that is what lets you jump out of the way, but you still take on some of the voltage as it goes past you. Cal, unfortunately, you are hit dead center by this blast of electricity. Which, one moment, please.
I don't like the sound of those multiple dice.
Yeah, too many clacks.
Yeah,
too many
yeah.
clicky clacks.
Okay,
Unless they're all D1s.
Yeah.
Cal, you take 18 points of damage. Helena, you take 9 points of damage.
Thanks for all the healing, Satus.
No problem.
Yeah.
I tried. Unfortunately, I'm all out of spell slots.
That's okay.
Oh, are we all going to die? It seems like you're right.
No.
Okay, it is now Satus's turn.
Okay, from the safe distance of not right up against the mirror, I would love to keep that going, utilize my ability to have an advantage attack, and I would like to try to crossbow it through the mirror into the bad guy.
Okay, very good. Roll me with advantage.
Okay. So that's that, and then that's that. So that would be a 14.
With a 14, your bolt flies right where the creature's head would have been a second ago, except it slightly moves to sort of ready its next attack, and the bolt sails past it.
Ah, man. I guess I'll just be like, I need to spend more time in the archery range.
Yeah.
Anything else, Mike?
I don't think, unless I can do some sort of check to try to figure out, like, the magic behind the mirror, if there's anything else to be discovered, or if at this point it's just like it's a window now.
I'll tell you, there is nothing more to discover about these mirrors. They are just one-way windows, or one-way mirrors, rather.
Then yeah, I think Satus is just gonna keep his distance out of fear of being in the range of attack and just try to get ready for his next attack.
Cool. Helena, it's your turn. I also want to make it clear, like, these windows are, like, big.
Huge.
So, like, you guys could jump through the window into the next room.
Mm-hmm.
If you so choose.
Into a room, like, away from...
No, so...
Where this guy is.
Yeah. So, like, there's the room that you're in, that is the room where you have been fighting, that is now mostly demolished by it using its telekinesis to try to kill you, / mostly Cal. And then there's the wall that had the two mirrors and the doors. You smash one of those mirrors, revealing a room on the other side of it, which is where this thing still is. So if you wanted to, you could jump through the broken mirror / window into the other room if you wanted to hit it with, say, your fists or up close.
So you're saying I can get to it. You're basically saying I can get to it and hit it with my sword, and since it seems determined to kill us one way or another, I think I should do just that. I may die, just to be clear, but I think we all might. So
Yeah.
That's what makes it fun.
Yeah. Whose turn is it?
It's Helena's
It's my turn. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, running towards it, gonna slash it with the sword.
It's not my turn? Did I get a turn?
I just missed with my crossbow.
Then, no, excuse me. Then it's Cal's turn. Apologies.
Yeah.
You just want me to have all the turns.
I mean, I yield my time. No.
She deserves it.
Good shout.
He deserves it.
I don't know why I'm so focused on get Helena more actions this turn. This combat.
It's good. It's good. I know the answer to this, but it's too late for me to cast Hellish Rebuke as a reaction. Okay, great. That's on me. But what I would like to do... What the heck? Let's just go with Firebolt.
All right.
I want to throw Firebolt at this thing's head.
Look, Firebolt has killed 100% of the things that it has been hurled at in this combat so far. So.
It's true. Good track record. Okay, that's good. 19 plus 7 for 26 to hit.
Yeah, that will hit.
That will hit. Cool. 2d10. My other d10. Okay, that's gonna be 13 points of damage.
God damn, yeah, your
Yeah.
firebolt whooshes out of your hand,
Yeah.
and this time it strikes through against this creature. Okay, anything else, Cal?
I think if I can, I'd like to just swing around. Nah, it doesn't matter. He can see me. He can. I was gonna try to swing around to the unbroken side of the mirror.
You have no
just so
reason to
that-
think that other mirror is not also
Is
not also see-through.
Yeah, and he can. Yeah. So no, I'm just here.
Yeah.
Unless, do I have a healing potion? Could I take that could I drink that as a bonus action?
I think at this point I'm trusting you guys to keep track of your
Yeah,
potion
yeah.
inventory.
That's very reasonable of you. I have 7 healing potions.
That spell that you can use as your bonus action, but it also gives you a different bonus action where you can drink the potion.
All right. Let's say I don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
just
in
do
that
that.
case, I think
Yeah.
it is Helena's turn now.
Yeah.
Okay, as discussed, we're gonna go towards it. We're gonna aim for its head using all of Satus's wisdom and all of this brilliant sword, and obviously, yes.
All right, roll me that attack roll.
Okay. Oh, come on. 12 plus 9.
Yes, +9, it will hit.
Good. We like it when it hits.
We do.
Okay, so it does 15 points of slashing damage,
baby.
and then the cold damage, 5 points of cold damage,
Okay.
and I'm gonna hit it again, hopefully.
All right. Roll me that attack roll.
Okay. That's 13 plus 9.
Yeah, that also hits.
Good. And that is a 10 points of slashing damage and 3 of cold.
You hit this thing twice, bring your sword down, and leave 2 deep gashes in its chest that begin to frost over. And you sort of see it recoil a little bit away from you as it just shudders in pain. And a moment later, you see its eyes narrow, and you hear sort of a voice boom in all 3 of your heads as this thing just goes, "This isn't over." And then a moment later, gestures 3 times with its hands, and with a burst of sulfuric heat, and just like a little bit of that like volcanic stench, it disappears and is gone.
Ooh.
What?
All right, Helena. Well, good work.
No, good work, you all, and I'm sorry that I let that creature out and that cow bits of me kept attacking you, and you were both brave.
No, that was on me for killing its children.
No,
I
I
get
think that
it.
was a good idea, so that they
I,
didn't
sub-
eat any
as
of our
someone who
brains.
I was
I'm
going to
not
say, as
saying
someone
I did
whose
anything
brain.
wrong, but I
Oh
get
my
it. I get
goodness.
where he's coming from.
Sure.
How are
Yeah.
we all feeling?
You hear a voice
percentages?
from deeper into the room, where still tied to one of those restraining tables, you
yeah.
hear the voice of this gnome with this pointy black beard, and what other quickly memorable attribute, Mike?
Oh, he's got like a very interesting necklace that has
Ah.
like different like charms and stuff on it. So not just like one medallion on a thing, but it's like
It's like
surrounded.
that dude from
in-
the Mummy that has like things for like every religion like on it, sort of a thing.
Ooh. I'm gonna Google the Mummy movie cool necklace
It's
and
not a,
see
it's
what
not a
comes
cool
up.
necklace. It is like this like really squirmy dude from the Brendan Fraser Mummy that at one point is
Yeah.
in danger and like prays to one god and then is like,
Oh,
that didn't
I've
work.
seen
All
that.
right, let me try
Yeah.
the
Oh,
next
yeah.
prayer. Well, you know,
I'm
this
thinking
no-
like charm bracelet has become necklace
Ah,
for this
sure,
guy.
sure, sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like that. I like that.
So, you know, this thing will sort of go like, I'm very glad that you all succeeded. Now, could somebody please untie me and let me down from this thing? My God. I think let's come back to that in just a moment, but let's take 5 minutes, recuperate from that combat encounter.
Okay, great.
And then we can come back and see what you guys decide to do with this gnome. But we will be back in just about 5 minutes.